British Columbia, the most western province of Canada's unique and rugged landscape. Home to some of the most beautiful and rare mountains, old-growth forests, wild rivers, an untamed coastline. This is the home of these four childhood friends. Now men, they have carved out a way of life here amongst the snow-capped peaks and boundless wilderness. They came together as youngsters with adventurous streaks. That childhood curiosity developed into a lifelong passion for exploring vast mountain ranges all over the world. Joe Schuster, an innovator who's been able to transfer his skills and experience as a competitive slopestyle skier to the backcountry. And it is in this arena that he has been able to produce some of the most progressive segments out there, earning him a spot on the coveted X Games podium. Matt Margetts, former X Games competitor and Olympian, who has since hung up his skates as a half-pipe skier and left behind his search for the perfect edge through the transition of a pipe to pursue a life of bottomless powder turns and exhilarating cliff drops while exploring the untamed mountains that he called home. Riley Leboe, a man whose understanding of the mountains belays a wisdom far beyond his years, traveling among them when it is safe to pass, showing uncommon knowledge and common sense that has allowed him to travel far and wide. Mike Henitiuk, the youngest of the group, whose years as a competitive mogul skier have taught him to make decisions at a pace that few can match. This is in sharp contrast to his quiet and calm demeanor, which, underscored by his attention to detail, gives us a skier whose style is known and respected far and wide. After years of playing roles in other stories, we find our four seekers coming together to write a tale all their own, chronicling their adventures in locations of connection and meaning. The group forges off in a new direction, exciting, but not without many unknowns.
Such a long time, I knew one day I'd ask you to be mine, baby. Can't you see that I love you, baby? Baby. Can't you see that I need you, baby? You look so good to me.
What started out as a dream has led these friends into a 3-year whirlwind adventure.
We all met when we were youngins. It was me and Joe. We met through skiing at Silver Star, which was our home resort.
We would travel around. I'd come to BC for competitions back in the day and just kind of met these guys, and we're all pretty like-minded people.
I think at the beginning, we all connected so well because we just were all stoked to be together and be skiing.
want to go skiing.
Gomer.
We would go ski all day, every day, and then after we were done skiing, we would set up rails and set up jumps in people's backyards, and we would ski. And that was what really brought us all together.
It's kind of where it all started, is we were all just kind of pushing each other, doing the same thing, and you know, chasing a dream.
I think there was a time when we were getting a little older that we kind of went down different paths. You know, Riley was more focused on the big mountain side of things. Matt and I were doing some contests, and Mike started filming with other companies.
I think the root of where Seeking Nirvana became, it was like over a bunch of conversations we would always have when we're, I don't know, camping, sitting around a campfire, and just everyone was always doing these interesting things where it was competing or doing their own film projects with different production companies, and we started just thinking like, well, why aren't we doing this together?
I think that we realized that was our oldest group of friends, and that's who we wanted to come back to.
I think we just really wanted to all ski POW together. I've always had this vision in my mind to do something new and different, and it was just kind of time to do that. And we put our heads down and just kind of went for it.
It's ingrained in us to push the skiing. Like, we're always going to want to be pushing ourselves skiing and skiing unique lines and kind of building ourselves that way, but it's going to be the storytelling and the unique locations that are going to be what drives Seeking Nirvana forward. It's going to be that next connection. And that's been part of it with the traveling and stuff. You meet so many unique people that it's as much about who you're meeting out there as it is where you're skiing. And I think that connection and telling those stories that's the stuff that people are connecting with.
I think we want to go to Norway to experience the landscape and the beauty. Norway seems to just be a spot that has it all.
What started out as a dream has led these friends into a 3-year whirlwind adventure. Beginning in their Canadian homeland, they soon broadened their horizons, seeking new journeys to far-off lands. Traveling helped them realize that what originally connected this group, skiing, was only a small portion of the enjoyment gained across the world. The greatest takeaway was the connection with like-minded seekers in any corner of the globe. They expanded their mindset, trying to capture the essence of each destination. All offered unique experiences and opportunities to grow as individuals and as a group. Taking all they have learned, they set out on their most grand endeavor yet, to a land of unparalleled beauty, where mountains fall into the sea and the midnight sun pours gold over the peaks. Descending upon this distant land, they are drawn to the sea, much like the glaciers that line the crystal blue fjords. Under century-old rigging, they glide up the coastline, taking in this breathtaking area. The waves lap against the wooden hull under the watch of the towering mountains above. An unforgettable journey has begun. Standing on the weathered deck of this experienced ship, there is a feeling that can only be found through experience. She holds stories all her own, from lands the world wide, islands untouched by modern civilization, ocean crossings for only the strong-willed and daring. It's a feeling that anything is possible. If only these sails could talk.
Looks like we can access by going up one of these draws and make it up to that plateau. Plateau we can see from the boat there, and then I think we can kind of make it up through tree line and we'll be skiing.
Then we could start hiking through the bush. And
I think for access, we could probably make it up one of these draws and onto the plateau at the top.
we should probably scramble up through those rocks on the side there.
Once we're on ridgetop, we'll just make our way across and then we can get ready for the rappel. Blood's flowing for sure.
Getting there. Slowly but surely.
All right, boys. Mike dropping in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, boys.
Yeah, buddy, that was sick. Pretty intense. Wow.
Yeah, boys.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
This is so tribal. Ew, is that its eye dangling?
This land of beauty does not come without its beasts. The jagged peaks rising forth from the sea are ones that heed caution. A place requiring respect, for throwing caution to the wind may be devastating.
This weather's just getting worse.
This one looking too much better, boys. This cornice here is 30 feet.
What? 30-foot cornice?
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get around this thing.
We're gonna have to call it.
You guys figure we should get up and go for it again?
It's pretty much our last shot.
on, drop.
Yeah, Margie. Got it, doggy.
I don't think they know.
Peaceful and alone, yet together as a group. They came to explore the peaks and the sea, but realized it was more than their surroundings that made this adventure unique. It was the challenge, the accomplishment, the journey, and the personal growth, taking them across the world to new places and new challenges. It's the next adventure, the next corner, hilltop, or valley that keeps them going. Meeting like-minded seekers, bonding over both similar and different outlooks, sharing along the way in what is continually a search externally and a search within. It's a constant reminder that every adventure is a gift, an opportunity to share and enjoy. These experiences are ingrained, creating memories to be cherished for years to come. For memories and reminiscing may sustain you just long enough to lead down the next road. Inspiration enough to spark a new idea. what might be possible. What is a continual search, a search externally, and a search within. Forever searching, forever seeking Nirvana.